Yeah. All right. So, hi, my name is Marc. I am a gray-A trans man, and I am very new to the ACE community, but being here has definitely helped me sort of explore that more, so that's been good.
So hi, I am Mary. I am an aromantic asexual, and I've been in the ACE community for about 4 or 5 years now, and I've also done a lot of volunteering with AVEN, and it's been really great. This is my second time coming to Creative Change, and it's even better than last year, and I'm really having a great time.
I'm Justin. I am asexual questioning romantic, and I've been in the community for at least 3 years. Creating change, it's the most unreal experience I've ever had, and this is my first year, and it's most definitely not going to be my last.
What's your favorite part?
The people, definitely. There's so many people who come and they have similar views but completely different experiences, and there's people from all walks of life, and it's been absolutely amazing to be able to sit down and talk with people from all the way across the country who are having really similar experiences to you, and then sit down and talk to someone who's 4 hours away and are in a completely different situation. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying being able to connect with a lot more people from all over the country, and especially being able to connect with a lot of people who are leaders of other organizations who are interested in partnership and who have the ability to help influence lots of other people when they go back to their groups, and really just the opportunities for networking and the opportunities for spreading awareness to a lot of new places and reaching a lot of new people is really kind of a great opportunity.
For me personally, it's really helped me myself. It's helped me improve my, on top of those two things, it's helped me improve myself. There was this one event that you went to that helped you talk with people, and I wish I'd taken that first. My only regret coming here is not being able to talk to everyone immediately as soon as I saw them. Next year that I come up, I'll just be hey, what's up? Just talking to people that are in croissants. And if you ever take the art of the schmooze, you'll know what I mean.
So what do you think the state of the asexual community is now, and where should it go, and what are you excited about, and what should happen next year?
Oh gosh. You two are probably a little more qualified to answer this than I am.
You start.
Okay, so one of the things I think is really exciting that's going on with the ACE community now is that we are kind of at that transition point where we are moving from just a mostly online community, and where we are making real inroads in creating lots of local physical spaces for asexuals. And in addition, we're getting to a point where we're also making a lot of asexual specific events and spaces, whether it's our own asexual conferences or our own asexual groups, and to have a lot of these asexual specific resources instead of just having to kind of piggyback off of other movements and kind of pick up whatever scraps that we could. And so that's really, we've been making a lot of progress and kind of coming into our own as a full-fledged movement.
Yeah, I think as we're getting bigger, a lot of people are finding their spaces a lot easier to come into. Where I go to school, nobody really knew what asexuality or aromanticism was until I came in and started going on it. There was an event scheduled to be planned, but nobody that identified on the spectrum was running it. So as we talk and talk and talk and get our word out there, it's gonna get a lot bigger, and it's definitely going to have a huge impact on a lot of people's lives. I know I had it was nice to find my space.
Yeah, definitely. I had not been introduced to asexuality other than as a very binary, you're either asexual or allosexual. And so coming to my school and being able to interact with Justin and other ACE kids and learning that it's an entire spectrum and there's so much more to it than what people initially think. That's been incredibly educational and really has just broadened my entire mindset when it comes to attraction and how that works.
And also one thing that I think has been a really great change is in awareness of asexuality. I remember when I first started coming out as asexual 4 or 5 years ago, almost nobody knew what the word was. Nobody had heard of AVEN. Nobody had heard of any of these asexual communities. And so it's a huge change now when I can go to conferences like these, and as soon as I mention that I'm asexual or from an asexual group, people are like, oh, that's great. You know, I've been on AVEN, I've heard about asexuality, or they're like, oh, that's great. We've got these like 2 people in our group who are asexual. And that's such a huge change from like no one having heard of it to almost everyone having at least heard of it, even if they maybe didn't know all the details.
Yeah.
So that's just huge leaps in the span of, you know, just like 3 or 4 years.
And hopefully as time goes on, we won't really have to explain or justify ourselves as being ace or arrow. Like, it won't have to be one of those things where it's like, well, it is a real orientation. Don't say it's not. Like, having to try and defend ourselves. Like, as we're getting bigger, I've only had to do that a couple times, and as time's going on, I haven't had to do it at all. It's definitely tapered off.
Yeah, it's been nice to slowly see the, oh, so are you a plant? Questions stop. Because I know a lot of my friends who got into the community before I did have discussed with me the fact that for a really long time people disregarded, I mean, there's still a really big issue with erasure of ace people and ace phobia, which it's funny, you would think that, I mean, there's not really anything threatening about asexuality. I think we're, like, our group is probably the least aggressive and threatening group out of all of the queer identities, but people are definitely, I think it scares them because it's different, and it's weird that within a community that has been ostracized, like the queer community has been ostracized for being different, that ace people are getting pushed out of their own space, and a space that should be open and welcoming to them.
Yeah.
So if people want to learn more about things like this, what YouTube channel should they watch?
Ace is Wild.
Ace is Wild.
Ace is Wild.